Good morning, everyone. Namaste, namaste. Let's all come to a seated position on your mat. Take a moment. I just want to turn my grid on so I can see all of you. Hi, everyone. Hi, Tina. So let's all take a moment to ground into class for a moment. So come into your comfortable seated position. You can use a pillow if you need a bolster to lift up for more comfort. And if not, feel free to sit cross-legged or a half lotus. Namaste, everyone. So good to see you all this morning. Let us take a moment just to lengthen the spine in your comfortable seated position. And closing the eyes, let go of all the outside thoughts. Let's bring the attention within to the breath. Aware of each breath as it enters the body. Aware of each exhalation. Coming into the present, slowing down the breath. Yoga means union. So let us take a moment to positively affirm. Hands in prayer pose in front of the heart space. Let us affirm together. We are here to honor the mind-body connection. And affirm for the next hour, we will keep the attention on the breath and the messages from the body. Let us slowly release the crown towards the earth. Take a moment in humility. Slowly rolling up. Let's just come onto our mat on all four first. We're going to gently warm the spine. So make sure that the hands are directly underneath the shoulder, that the knees are directly under the hips. And from this position, let us exhale together. Inhale, drop the belly. Open your chest, raise the head. Exhale and round. Inhale, arching the spine. Drop the belly, hold the breath. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, open. Hold and see if you can pull the belly towards the spine. Exhale, rounding the spine. Last one. Inhale, arching, opening wide. Exhaling. Really let the neck and arms stretch. And now let's go into a child pose. This is going to be our resting pose. So you're going to go ahead and sit back on your heels as much as you can. And then just gently bring the hands, elbows, and face towards the mat. If you open your knees a little wider, it's comfortable. So at any point throughout all the poses we do, if you need a break today, you feel free to come into this child pose. Slowly rolling up. And let us go ahead and come to a standing position at the front of your mat as we're going to be stepping back, so make sure you're at the front. We're going to begin our sun salutations, which we're going to do several rounds of. So we start with mountain pose, Tadasana. Make sure your feet are completely parallel, that your knees are right over your ankles, hips, and under the hips. Roll the shoulders down and back. Really think about lengthening from the crown of the head. Hands in prayer pose in front of the heart space. And we're going to begin round one of Surya Namaskaram, sun salutation. Let us exhale together. And as you inhale, extend the arms and bring the arms alongside the ears, reaching through the fingertips, Gently arching. Let's take 4 or 5 breaths in Tadasana. Watching the neck, lift your chest and heart if you can. Good, good. Check your feet, make sure they're aligned. 1 more breath. Inhale, and on the exhalation, let's fold in half, keeping the back flat, nice and slow. And just soften, let the hands relax down towards the ground, hanging. Let the neck hang. Let's take a couple of flat backs, tabletop. So we're gonna inhale, bring the arms alongside the body. Raise the spine. Feel the heels and the ball of the feet. Exhale, softening, surrendering. 2 more. Inhale into tabletop. Feel the back of the legs engaged. Keep the fingertips extended and straight. Exhaling, softening, surrendering. Last one. Inhale, lengthen the spine, hold the breath. Hollow the belly if you can by pulling the belly towards the spine. And as we exhale, let's bend the knees. Bring the hands either alongside or right in front of the feet and take that left leg as far back as possible. Left knee on the ground. Think about having a straight line between the top of the head and the back knee. If your hands are not comfortable on the outside of the leg, you can always place them on the inside. Modify for what you need for yourself today. And let's inhale, look up. And as you exhale, press into the palms and bring both feet and back into what looks like an inverted V. It's called Adho Mukta Savasana, downward facing dog. And let's take a few breaths. If you need to, you can keep your head raised in this, but still try to bring the ears alongside the shoulders. Press the tailbone up. Think about the soles of your feet, whether you want them flat or you can be on your tippy toes. It's up to you. 1 more breath. In downward dog. And as we inhale, let's push forward into what looks like a push-up pose, plank pose. And drop the knees. Bring the chest right between the hands. And shift forward. And beginner Cobra is to raise the hands. If anyone out there is really advanced, feel free to do a full Cobra. But a half Cobra is just as good because what we want to do is engage the thoracic spine. That's the area between the shoulder blades. 1 more breath in your half Cobra or full Cobra. And on the exhalation, press the palms back in. Raise the tailbone, going back into your downward facing dog. And let's inhale and raise the left leg. On the next breath, see if you can raise that leg any higher, get a nice stretch, exhale and switch feet. Right leg is going to come back between our hands. So either you're going to use that inhalation and the momentum of the exhalation to bring the hands, foot between the hands, or you can drop the left knee and bring that right leg forward. Stretching back. Think again about that straight line between the between the knee and the top of your head. Looking up in a lunge position. Inhale, look up. Exhale, we're bringing both feet together in front. Fold it in half. Take a few moments. And now to protect your back, bend your knees, bring the arms alongside the ears and engage the core as you go all the way back up towards the ceiling and return to mountain pose. Again, shake it out if you need to. Move to the front of your mat. Find your mountain pose. And exhaling together. On the inhalation, let's reach. 2 breaths. Make sure to engage your fingertips, arms up towards the ceiling. Arms should be alongside your ears. On an exhalation, we're folding in half. Nice and slow. Softening the face. Inhale into a tabletop. Feel that weight shift to the toes, to the ball of the foot. Exhale and soften, surrender. Feel the weight sinking into the heels. Lift your toes if you can. Nice flat feet. Inhale, lengthen the spine into a tabletop. Hold the breath. Exhale. Last tabletop. Inhale, lengthen, hold the breath. Hollow the belly. On the exhalation, bend the knees. Hands alongside the feet. Let's take the right leg all the way back. Knee on the ground for beginners. Any intermediates, if you want, you can keep that leg straight. Beginners, knee down. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, down dog. Upside down V. Check the alignment of your arms. Keep your elbows straight. Head is going between the arms. Unless you have any issues with your ears or teeth or headache, you can keep your head raised then. One more breath. And let us inhale into push-up pose, plank. On the exhalation, drop the knees. Bring the chest down between the hands. Shift forward. And either you're doing a half cobra, raising the arms, hands off the mat, or full cobra. It's up to you, really. It depends on where you are in your practice. I like the half cobra because it really engages the thoracic spine. And press the palms down into the mat. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, press back into down dog. Raise the right leg. Inhale, raise that leg as high as you can. Get a nice stretch. Look over the shoulder or under the shoulder. Exhale and switch feet. Left leg. This is coming between our hands. So think about the momentum. Inhale, and on the exhale, use the momentum to bring the foot between the hands. If not, right leg down, left leg forward. Straighten out that back leg so you have a nice long line between the knee, shoulder, and head. Those of you that can, let's place the hand on the knee. So you're raising the upper body. It's going to force you. Your weight shouldn't be on the knee. The weight should be on the front leg and the back leg. Take a nice stretch if you can. Reach. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, both feet together in foot. Uttanasana. Take a moment. Bend the knees. And slowly going all the way up towards the ceiling. Back into Namaste. Take a moment in mountain pose. Preparing for the next 2 rounds. Exhaling on the inhalation, reaching. On the exhalation, folding. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, soften. Inhale, tabletop. Hold the breath, hollow the belly. Exhale. Last one, inhale. On the exhale, bend the knees. Let's take the left leg all the way back. Those of you that can, you're going to drop the knee if you need to and go right there. If you can, keep that leg straight and reach up in a standing lunge. If not, you can keep that knee down. Everyone's in a different place. Depends on where you are today. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, folding, downward dog. 1 or 2 breaths in down dog. Inhale into plank. Exhale, drop the knees. And let's do a side arm plank. So look, from right here, make sure the left hand is right in front of the left leg. Right leg goes extended. Body sideways, up. Side arm. If you can, both legs are straight. Not one knee down, one leg straight. Inhale, look up towards that extended hand and the ceiling. Exhale, hand down, knees down, back into plank. Drop the knees, chest between the hands. Half cobra or full cobra, up to you. Press the palms, looking up. Exhale, back into your down dog. Inhale into plank. Drop the right knee. Make sure the right knee and the right hand are in line. Left leg straight. Left hand up. Side arm balance. Bringing that hand all the way forward and back into plank. Drop the knees. Half cobra, so chest down. Lift your thoracic spine first. Try a half cobra first and then move into your full cobra if you so choose to. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, press back into your down dog. Raise the right leg. Get a nice stretch under, over. Exhale, bring that leg all the way between your hands. Right leg is in front, left leg is in back. And if you can, find your balance on your knees with your hands. So when you do, your hips are raised, drop those hips down. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, back into Uttanasana. Forward fold, both feet together in front. Take a moment. Bend your knees. Bring the arms alongside the ears and use your core to go all the way up. Use those quads, your abdominal core, and back into Namaste. Shake it out. Is everyone feeling warm? We're gonna do one more round. You can do this so we all really get the sun salutation again. So in your mountain pose, check your shoulders, check your hips, check your feet. If your tailbone's out, roll it down and in. In prayer pose, exhaling. On the inhalation, reach forward and all the way up. Gently arch if you can to the back of the room. As you exhale, fold in half. Inhale into tabletop. Exhale, softening, surrendering. Notice how your folding closer and closer in half each time. Inhale, tabletop. On the exhalation, soften the belly, the shoulders, the face. Last one. Inhale, and on the exhalation, bend the knees. Take the right leg all the way back. Try to really put that heel down and come right into warrior if you can. Take 1 or 3 breaths in warrior. So in warrior, the knee should be right over the ankle in that front leg. Back leg is straight. Gaze upwards, and on the exhalation, hands back down alongside that front leg and both legs together and back. Downward facing dog. Take 2 to 3 breaths, press the tailbone up. Inhale, body forward in plank pose. Looks like a push-up. Exhale, drop the knees, chest between the hands, shifting forward into that Cobra, either half or full, up to you. 1 or 2 breaths in Cobra. Check your shoulders. Watch your neck. On the exhalation, press the hands down and press back into down dog. 2 to 3 breaths. Make sure your palms are flat, your fingers are spread. Inhale, and on the exhale, drop the knees. Bring the hands under the shoulders, cat-cow. Inhale, arching. Drop the belly, raise the head. Exhale, round. Inhale, arching. Exhale, round. Last one. Inhale, arching, hold the breath. See if you can pull the belly towards the spine. Feel your rib cage expand. Exhale, round the spine. Let's try and raise the right leg behind the body. And for a little counterbalance, you can keep both hands flat. If you can, raise the opposite hand, the left hand. Try to have that leg raised as high as your hips. Foot flexed. Inhale, raise the hand and leg. Exhale, switch sides. Raising the left leg, foot flexed. And now try to raise your right hand. Opposite hand. Counterbalancing. Inhale, raise, exhale. Child pose. So if you need a break, you can stay in child pose. We're moving into sleeping pigeon. Palms nice and flat. Going back into your down dog, Adho Mukha. Right leg, let's raise the right leg, and this time we're going to bring the knee between the hands. Knee between the hands. And then slide back. Try to keep your hips square over that leg. And laying down. Sleeping pigeon. Right knee should be underneath your chest. Left leg is in the back, extended nice and long. You should feel this stretch in the right glutes. Laying down onto that leg. Lay down as much as you can on the leg. 2 more breaths in sleeping pigeon. Then on your next inhalation, come up to seated pigeon. Hands nice and flat. Right leg bent, left leg behind. Nice. Watch those shoulders. Don't crunch them in. Keep the shoulders nice and long. Inhale, looking up in seated pigeon. Exhale, both feet and back into your down dog. Take a moment. You can bend the knees. Bring the knee towards your head, releasing any tension. And let's prepare for the left side. So raise that left leg. This time, bending the knee on the exhalation. Bring the knee between the hands. Knee between the hands. And then laying down. As you lay on that leg, try to have the knee and the leg in the center of your body. So you're really laying on top of the thigh. It should be pressing against your abdominal cavity. Nice, everyone. Ekapada Rajakapotasana. Sleeping pigeon. Soften the face. Soften the shoulders and back. And bringing the hands alongside that bent knee into a seated pigeon. Nice. Hands flat. Watch those shoulders. Try to keep the shoulders so that they are open and wide. So that they're not like crooked. Try to keep them straight and back. Good. 2 or 3 more breaths. And seated pigeon on the left side. Inhale, looking up. And on the exhalation, press back into downward facing dog. Going on to all 4. Inhale, arching, cat-cow. Drop the belly, raise the tailbone, hold the breath. Exhale, round. Inhale, arching. Exhale, round. Last one. Inhale, arch. And on the exhalation, come down onto your elbows, right where our hands were. And now slide your hands forward, and unlike child pose where you're laying back, in this one the buttocks is right over the knees. And we're getting a nice stretch in the upper body. Chest. You raise your elbows or drop your elbows, so make sure your arms are extended and that the head is raised. So you're bringing your chin towards the mat. You should feel this along the entire thoracic spine. So straighten those arms if you can now. Bringing that chest towards the ground. So right where you are, so you're here, straighten those arms and bring the chin and chest down. With the hips still up. Raise the head, keeping the chest down. Last breath, coming into a seated position, nobleman's pose. Coming up onto your knees for camel, so raise the ball of the foot should be under the mat. Hands can go either here on your waist, or once you're in the pose, they can go onto your heels. It really depends on how long your arms are. In camel pose, we're gonna raise our heart and chest. So Ustrasana, raising the heart and chest, almost as if your throat is facing the ceiling. Hands stay on the waist, pushing your hips forward. If you can, you're going to place a hand on a heel and the opposite heel. If not, keep them right on your waist. Focus the breath on the throat chakra, opening the throat. Beautiful. Think about pulling your belly in towards your spine. Nice. Beautiful, ladies. 2 more breaths. And then going into child pose at your own pace. So slowly releasing the hands. Hips down towards the feet. Open the knees a little wider this time if you can. And get a nice stretch in the entire spine. Laying down in child pose. Wow, is time flying that fast? And let's slowly roll up and come to a seated position with the legs extended in the front of the body. If you need to, you can either use a block or a bolster right underneath the sits bones, so that when you raise up, it helps the back of the legs relax. It depends on how comfortable you are seated flat on the ground. And let's take a few moments, making sure the feet are flexed, and move over the glutes and allow yourself to be right on your sits bones. So it shouldn't be on your buttocks, but on your sits bones. And let's start with the right leg. Bring the right leg into the chest. And let's rotate it open. Preparing for Janushirasana, head to knee pose. Bring the arms alongside the ears. Inhale, reaching. And on the exhalation, folding in half, softening the elbows. Place the hands wherever is comfortable for you. Knee, shin, ankle. And let's take 5 conscious breaths. With each breath, as you inhale, allow the breath to enter. So open, lift up a little, and allow the rib cage to expand with the breath. And on each exhalation, soften, surrender, release the head towards the knee. 2 or 3 more breaths at your own pace, and being aware as you breathe in, are you constricting the breath by holding your shoulders and chest tight? If so, open up. Allow prana, which is the life force, to enter and fill the body. And when you surrender, consciously think about, where am I holding my tension? Soften the eyes, the face, even the tongue and the mouth. Soften, surrender. Keeping your spine exactly where it is. Let's bring the arms alongside the ears and extend those arms forward over that leg. Have the palms facing each other so that you can feel that energy between the palms of your hands. Feel the energy of Mother Earth pulling you down towards her with gravity. On the next breath, reach away through the fingertips, all the way up towards the sky. Releasing the hands. Bringing the knee into the chest. Take a moment and hug it. Bring the head down towards the knee, lengthening the neck. And now cross the knee over to the other side of the leg. Left hand is holding the right knee. So opposite hand. You can go to the nook of your elbow or just your hand. It's up to you. Right hand. Let's raise it up. And as we do, lift the spine. Imagine from the center of your head, a cord pulling your spine. And on the exhalation, rotate the lower back, middle back, upper back, towards the right and the back. Look towards that leg. Make sure you're facing the bent leg. So this leg should be pressing against your abdominal cavity. Excellent. Shoulders, try to have them relaxed and down. Think about there being a straight line from your shoulder to the back of the room. You're looking towards the back of the room. Think about the cervical neck, that part of the spine also twisting. Imagine your spinal cord is like a towel and you're wringing out the water, squeezing it in opposite directions. One more breath, looking as far to the back, aware of the alignment of your spine over your hips. So don't lean back too much. Stay over your head should still be over your hips. Inhale, looking back, and as you exhale, counter rotate to the opposite side. Open nice and wide. Return to center. Shake out that leg. Other side. Keep that foot flexed if you can. Left knee into the chest. Feel it first, touching your abdominal cavity. Take a moment hugging that knee. Head down. Inhale, rotate the leg open so that the sole of your foot is touching the inner part of your leg, somewhere from your calf to your knee to your thigh. Preparing for Janushirasana, head to knee. Extend those fingertips, engage from the sole of the foot to the fingertips, foot flexed. Inhale, and on the exhale, folding in half. Soften, let the elbows and forearms and fingers relax. Let the face and the eyes relax. Taking 5 conscious breaths. With each breath, allow the breath in. With each exhalation, softening, surrender. Think about anywhere you feel tension, the back of the leg, and send that energy, that oxygen, that prana to that area. And mentally tell that area of your body to soften, to relax. Try not to go too far into it. Try to lighten up a little. Listen to the messages that your body is sending you. On the next breath, keep the spine exactly where it is and just extend the arms alongside the ears. Engage those fingertips and those palms. Feel that energy from the palm of your hands through the soles of your feet, through your entire body. Feel Mother Earth pulling you. On the next breath, reach out and all the way up towards the sky. Releasing the arms. Bringing the knee back into the chest. Take a moment and hug it. Opposite hand though. We're going to cross that leg over the right leg. So left leg crossed over the right. Right hand holding the left knee. It can go to the elbow or the hand, wherever you feel comfortable. Keep that foot of the extended leg flexed, and let's lengthen the spine, reaching, and on the exhalation, rotating towards the left, lower back, middle back, upper back. Align those shoulders. Lengthen the cervical neck. Really try to bring that chin towards your left shoulder, but raise the head. Play with the little neck area. Feel that cervical part of your neck. Spinal twist. With each breath, feel the belly filling and pressing against your thigh. Feel that abdominal massage. 1 or 2 more breaths, really thinking about twisting the spine, about softening the face, about each breath massaging the abdominal cavity. And on your next inhalation, counter rotate all the way to the opposite side. Return to center. Release both legs in front. Shake it out. Keep those feet flexed. If you want to remember to keep them flexed, you can put a block right in front of them. This every time your feet relax, you'll realize that you knocked the block down. So making sure you're on the sits bones, preparing for Paschimottanasana. Lift from the heart. Raise the arms. Taking a nice deep inhalation. And on the exhalation, folding in half, reaching softly. Let the elbows relax. Let the hands relax. Soften the fingers. Taking 4 or 5 breaths, allowing the breath in. Lengthen the spine on the inhale. On the exhale, softening the head towards the knee. aware of each breath, aware of what's happening as you inhale. Are you allowing the rib cage to expand? One more conscious breath. Wherever your spine is, bring the arms alongside the ears, raised, fingertips extended. Nice. Take 1 or 2 breaths, aware of this subtle energy between the palm of your hands, surrounding your entire body. And on the next breath, reach all the way away, all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale, releasing. Bring both knees into the chest and let's hug them for a moment. The next few poses are going to be about balancing back poses. If anyone needs a break, you can just lay back in Savasana and just rest. It's up to you. Those of us who want to continue, the next 3 poses are going to be butterfly. So right there where your knees are, rotate them open, soles of the feet together. Bring the feet as close to the body as possible. Hands outside the feet. Take a few moments. Butterfly pose. Watch your shoulders that they're not all crunched up. Lengthen them down and back. Take a few breaths. In butterfly. So the next 2 poses, make sure you have mat behind you because, as we go into these balancing poses, you can fall back. It's totally okay. It's a nice massage on the spine as long as you have mat behind you, okay? That can happen, all right? We're going to do Garbasana. So slowly try to lift your feet and place the hands underneath the heels. Nice. If you can, go up to the elbows. If not, excellent. This is Garbasana, easy forward twist. Pick a point of focus on the wall in front of you. Pick something that's not moving. And we're going to prepare for Utthita Paschimottanasana, which is balancing back. This is the one a lot of people fall back on. It's okay. It engages your core. It creates a sense of total balance in the body. We're going to do this by taking the hands out, palms facing away from each other, see? And now open the feet and grab a hold of the heels. And so in the beginning, you might fall back right here, find your balance. If you can, you're going to straighten the legs to wherever you can. They might stay bent. They might straighten. It's up to you. It's where you are today. Excellent. Beautiful. This is balancing back. Utthita Paschimottanasana. Take 2 or 3 breaths. And with the same grace you have in balancing back, you're going to slowly go back into easy forward twist. So don't let the legs fall. Keep that core engaged instead. And when you're ready, you're going to go back by bringing the soles of the feet together, hands underneath, and see if you could raise those feet a little higher this time, almost as if they're praying in front of your heart. Take a moment in Garbasana. Forward twist, easy forward twist, and slowly we're going to drop the heels. This time we're bringing the hands on the outside to a starfish pose, head towards the feet. Get a nice stretch on the hips, the growing area, and the spine. 2 or 3 breaths. And slowly rolling up. Excellent balancing, guys. I saw all of you got it. And let's rotate and lay on the mat. Take a moment in Savasana. Check the time. Very good work. Everyone is working really hard out there. I can see you guys. We're going to prepare for a couple of inversions. So if you have any kind of dental, headache, neck issues, I would recommend you just rest. You can bring your knees into your chest, but take a few moments just resting during the next 2 to 3 poses. Okay, so the contraindications or any issues, from the neck up, okay? So going into shoulder stand. If you know shoulder stand, going right into it, and if not, look forward for a moment, and let's start by rocking and lifting the hips, and just rocking and lifting the hips. And eventually, you're going to place your hands behind and try to straighten those legs. Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. If you can't do it, then you should be laying on your back, hugging your knees, allowing the small of the back to lengthen. Does anyone, if you need, you put your hand up. I could see if you need help if you put your hand up, if you can. If not, it's up to you. Hugging the knees or in shoulder stand. Those of you in shoulder stand, slowly dropping the feet towards the ground behind you. No, over your head in Halasana, Plow Pose. Make sure those feet are flexed. Bring the feet over the head in Plow Pose. One more breath in Plow. I know you can't see me, so just think about what you used to do as a kid when you'd rock and bring your feet over your head onto the ground. And slowly supporting the spine, bend the knees, and one vertebra at a time, bringing the spine back onto the mat. And let's all hug our knees. Everyone hugging the knees, rocking a little side to side if you want to. And let's drop the soles of the feet as close to the buttocks as possible so the knees are bent. Hands are going to go clasped like this underneath the body. And let us begin a bridge pose by curling the tailbone. Raise the tailbone. Raise the belly. Bring the shoulder blades together. Feel your neck nice and long. Press those hips towards the sky. Bridge pose. 1 or 2 more breaths. Let us slowly release the hands, placing them on the mat. Open the shoulders and 1 vertebra at a time, releasing the hips back onto the mat. Hug the knees. And let's cross the legs, right over left. Take your left hand, place it on your right knee. And we're going to do a spinal twist lying down. So bring those knees all the way to the left, looking towards the right. Your hips should be raised. The entire left side of your hip and back should be on the mat. Shoulders, you should be trying to bring them both flat on the mat. Only the hips are raised. Hands should be flat on the mat or floor. Looking towards that right hand, inhale, and on an exhalation, return those knees to center, hug them again. And this time, let's cross the left leg over the right leg. Right hand is holding the left knee. And slowly rotate those knees all the way down towards the mat. Looking towards the left. Sublime spinal twist. So everyone's lower back should be twisted in the opposite direction. Nice. Your head should be looking the opposite direction of your feet and knees. On the next breath. As you exhale, return the knees to center. Hug them, rolling up. Let's take a moment. So the feet should be flat for a moment. Let's bring the hands on the inside and just place the hands in front of you. Take a moment to soften your gaze. Final pose will be boat pose, so leaning back. Beginner boat pose is to raise just the feet off, knees are bent, hands can go right here to support the back of the legs. So this is going to work our core, If you're comfortable there, see if you can straighten those hands. If not, feel free to continue to come back and support the back of the legs. If you can straighten the legs, see if you can straighten the legs and the hands. If not, pick one of the three. Here goes 1, 2, or 3. It's up to you. And let's take 2 or 3 breaths in Navasana, boat pose. And slowly drop the heels. Come onto the belly. Take a moment with your face on either side. And coming on to the elbows. Hands can be flat or together. It's up to you. And flat is better. Let's keep them all flat. And let's open the heart and chest. See if you can have a little space between your elbow and your chest. Try not to have the elbow really close. Instead, a little further out. And slowly gaze upward, opening the throat. Open the heart in Sphinx Pose. Feel the belly with each breath filling up. Press those shoulders back. And going into child pose. So walk your elbows all the way back. And take a few breaths. Softening the spine. Soften the face. Soften everything. And preparing to go back into Savasana, lying on your back for deep relaxation. Yoga Nidra. Let's take a few moments. If your body cools off really quickly, you might want to grab a blanket if you have one. Put it right over you, or maybe put your socks on, or a little sweat, whatever you have around you. So usually I keep a few blankets around. And we're going to do Savasana. A few moments of Savasana. You should be like this, palms facing the sky. You're going to allow all those poses to assimilate in the body. So laying down flat on the mat. I'm going to be talking. If I do it laying down, it's harder, so you're going to lay down. Bringing the attention to the feet. Wiggle the toes a little. And as you inhale, squeeze the toes, ankle, calf, knee, thigh, and raise both legs off of the mat, squeezing, holding any tension in the legs, only 1 inch. Lower the legs so they're only 1 inch off the ground. Exhale and let it go. Roll the legs from side to side and forget about them. Bring the attention to the palms of your hands. Stretch the palms open wide. And now make a fist. Inhale and tighten the fist, wrist, elbow, upper arm. Raise the arms just 1 inch off the ground. No, lower, just 1 inch off the ground. Squeezing everything in the arms. Hold the breath as you squeeze all the tension in the arms. Exhale and let it go. Roll the arms from side to side and forget about it. Bringing the awareness to the buttocks. As you inhale, squeeze the buttocks. Feel it raising your spine off the ground. Hold the breath. Squeeze. Exhale and let it go. Roll the hips from side to side. Place them comfortably and forget about them. Bringing the awareness to the belly. As you inhale, fill the belly as if it were a balloon. Hold the breath. Inhale a little more. Open the mouth and let it gush. Awareness in the belly and lungs. As you inhale, fill the belly as if it were a balloon. And now feeling the lungs, feel that rib cage expand fully as you hold the breath. Inhale a little more, open the mouth and let it gush. Awareness in the shoulders. Without moving the arms too much, as you inhale, raise the shoulders up towards the ears. Squeezing the shoulders, hold the breath. Exhale and let it go. Awareness in the shoulder blades, in the back of the body. As you inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades. Hold the breath. Exhale and let it go. As you inhale, raise the shoulders up towards the ears, squeezing any tension you may have in the neck. Exhaling, pressing the shoulders down towards the feet, lengthening them. Place the shoulders comfortably and forget about them. Awareness in the neck. With each inhalation, roll the chin towards shoulder to shoulder, stretching the neck, releasing any tension in the neck. Roll the head from side to side. Centering the head, open and close the jaw several times, stretching out the mandible. Relaxing the jaw and bringing the attention to the center of the face. As you inhale, scrunch everything towards the center. Your nose, eyes, eyebrows, cheeks. Purse the lips together as if you're going to kiss the sky. Hold the breath, squeezing all the muscles of the face. Exhale and let it go. If you need to move anything to remain perfectly comfortable, do so now. And let us take a moment for Vipassana to compassionately observe the vehicle. Let us begin by first taking a moment to observe the physical vehicle. Notice how completely at ease the body is in this moment. Next, take a moment to observe the breath as the breath fills the vehicle and as the breath surrenders. Next, take a moment as if you were watching a movie on a film screen and observe the thoughts in the mind. Just allow the thoughts to flicker past like images on a screen. Asking if you must, from where do I observe? Take a moment to embrace what we call the inner witness, the true self, the higher self. Take a moment and embrace, reacquaint, reconnect with the highest part of your existence. Curling up in a ball on the right side and coming to a seated position at your own pace. I'm running a little over, sorry guys, about 4 minutes over. If anyone has to leave, you can right now, and if not, let's take a moment to close out class and to Om together. Namaste, beautiful people. Thank you so much. You're all so beautiful and focused. Let us take a moment in our seated position. We chant the sound Om in yoga. It is believed to be the hum of the universe. You're welcome, Katie.
Thank you.
Om, let us Om together 3 times, followed by the word Shanti, which means peace. Exhaling together for Om.
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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Namaste means the highest in me sees the highest in you.